from the News Channel 5 Network. This is Pasa, Nashville.
Bienvenidos and welcome to Pasa, Nashville. My name is Cristina Allen and thank you for joining us. I am interviewing today Ellen Gilbert, who's the director of the Global Education Center. And we also have Alejandro Rivera, who's the International Dance Team Director. Thank you both for being on the show.
Thank you.
Now, Ellen, I've heard about the Global Education Center for years. It was like, it's tucked away in Charlotte. I know you now have a satellite office at Casa Safrana, Nolensville. But this has been around for a long time.
Yes.
Tell me how it got started and where your passion came to realize there was a need for that in Nashville, Tennessee.
Well, our school outreach is 32 years old, so I started years ago working in the schools, and there was an international population then, and I could see a need for creating classrooms that were inclusive and welcoming to all families, regardless of their language, their, where they came from. And then I was actually traveling around the country training teachers in anti-bias education and multicultural arts integration, and teachers in New York City said, why don't you open a place where we can come study in the summer? So that was 96. I came back and found the building on Charlotte, wrote up all the paperwork, and we became a nonprofit by February of 97. And I had all the international, our founding board was all international artists who were parents in the metro schools that I met as I went around and did my program in the schools.
So let's kind of back up. In 1997, you're saying that the international community was emerging.
Right.
So what, besides the Latino community, which is very prominent, what other languages did you see coming in?
Well,
back then?
Polynesian from the different islands, a lot of those, especially from the Fort Campbell, Clarksville area. African, lots of different African populations, Indian, Chinese, Japanese.
And were you the only one who knew it back then? Because you took a huge initiative back then. I mean, that's what people are doing right now in 2014.
Right.
So you're doing
we
this.
Started a long time ago. And my goal was to show the commonalities of people rather than the differences. So our mission is based on a Lakota phrase, Mitako Oyasin, which means we are all related. We always have been. We always will be. And so we wanted to go into the schools and show the commonalities of the cultures, and the easiest way to do that is through the arts, because the arts are so powerful.
Were the schools open at that time for you to come in?
Yes, very open.
Are they
much
still
more,
open?
Much more than they are now, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I mean, I know it's stricter with the curriculum and stuff,
and our schools aren't as integrated, I don't think, as they used to be.
Wow.
Because the forced busing is over, and
But do you also find that these schools are reflective of the housing in that area? Where
yes, our housing is very...
Where they're all living in groups
yes.
and who they know. So as Alejandro, as an international dance team director, where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Puerto Rico.
And what brought you to Nashville?
Well, actually, I was looking for an expansion of my job, and I got here as a salsa instructor. So, but I left that job in order to pursue other ones, and currently helping out in the Global Education Center as a dance team director and also a dance teacher. So that's practically what I wanted to do, just a change.
And so how long have you been here?
We're here like 2 years and 5 months.
So what do you see as the excitement of the people to learn this? Because I know Dancing with the Stars had to be an impact for the older, I think, not just the children, but it seems like everyone wants to learn to dance, and it's not ballroom either. So how does that make you feel, or how has that response been with your clientele?
Well, at least, for example, for the team, specifically when we do our presentations, we have people that ask about like, what type of classes do you guys give, and usually the social part of it of here at Nashville is Latin, more like Latin dancing, like salsa, cha-cha, merengue, bachata, all that good stuff. So typically that's the main dances that the community, not only Latin but also other type of cultures, that they want to learn to do, just like the Latin stuff, not only ballroom.
So we have a couple of clubs here, Ibiza being one of them, and I'm sure there's others that I have been to, and I go into these nightclubs, very nice, very high-end, and it is a global community. There are Asians, blacks, whites, Latinos, everyone, and they're just dancing, because art, dance is as language, but art is really, or dancing is a common language. I am so surprised at how global the people are at these clubs that are not ranchero music, meaning what the people listen to, but where the, I think, global community maybe goes to dance. Do you find it more, do the young Latinos want to learn the salsa and merengue, or do they know that already?
Well, practically it's like young adults to adults that they look for it, because like you mentioned in the clubs, like for instance right now, even Play, the club,
Yes.
they're doing on Wednesdays, they have their social like Latin music also as well. So you see, like you said, different type of backgrounds and people that want to learn
Love
that
it.
Latin flavor. So it ranges to different ages, but mostly young adults to adults.
Young adults. So as you started the global, how has it evolved? I mean, I'm sure you're teaching the culture, the beauty,
Yes.
the children, but
Yes.
now it's the.
And we're now teaching the grandchildren and children of the original. That's what's so much fun to me, is to be teaching children of the children who grew up at Global Education Center,
Wow.
and seeing them still interested in learning about their own culture. That to me is very special, because people come here for the opportunity, but a lot of times the children move away from their own culture, so I feel like it's our responsibility to make them excited to keep their own culture as well, and then
And it's harder for
fuse it into a
parents.
new,
As first generation, it is hard for my children here to share with them how I grew up with the culture and the food, even in New Mexico or Mexico, because there's not many opportunities.
Right.
And I long for that, so
Yeah.
anything you can do. But we're going to take a quick break,
Okay.
and we're going to come back and continue talking to the Global Education Center, the beauty of what they bring to Middle Tennessee, as well as some sharing some of the dances that they're going to have with some of the artists. We'll be right back. See, that was-
The insurance company lawyers use any tactic they can to cut your large recovery down to a small one. And that's why it matters that your lawyer's experienced in big money cases.
Call Bart Durham Injury Law at 242-9000.
If you spend any amount of time at the great outdoors, hunting or fishing, you need to watch Southern Woods and Waters on News Channel 5 Plus. Join host Hugh McNaughton and our area's top sportsmen as they share their experience and knowledge. Southern Woods and Waters is all about Middle Tennessee, and it's live. Call in with your questions. Whatever the season, that's what they're talking about. Tune in to Southern Woods and Waters Thursday night at 8, or catch the encore presentation Sunday night at 8 on News Channel 5 Plus.
Come to Tennessee Wholesale Furniture and let little buddy furnish your home. Here at Tennessee Wholesale Furniture, we buy in bulk, and you can save up to 40%. Come and enjoy these savings on the name brands you want. Check this out. We call it the house. And for just $24.99, update your master bedroom, dining room, and living room. That's 20 pieces for $24.99. And with our same-day delivery, you can enjoy your new furniture tonight. Come to Tennessee Wholesale Furniture on Highway 31 between Columbia and Spring Hill.
Morning news constantly evolves. It's breaking news all the time. We have things happening. We're monitoring the scanners. I'm calling my contacts. We have our reporters in the field. Every little thing that happens can affect someone as they head out that morning. See, right now, my cell phone's beeping right now. I have had calls from detectives on the scene of a crime literally seconds after it happened.
Spoken with police.
We break in, format.
Nick, what do we know?
There is no format. It's when it happens, we go with it.
Hi, I'm Rory Johnston. When I'm on the go with no computer or TV in sight, I stay connected with News Channel 5 Mobile for the latest breaking news and more.
A huge step forward as city leaders kick off the first phase of a major...
I can watch video, check out live radar, and find hourly forecasts for my exact location. I can also check sports scores, track flights, even find the cheapest gas closest to me wherever I am. News Channel 5 Mobile keeps the power of the News Channel 5 network at my fingertips. But you don't have to have connections to News Channel 5 to stay connected. News Channel 5 Mobile is free and easy. Just go to the App Store on your iPhone, iPad, or Droid. Don't have one of those? Simply go to mobile.newschannel5.com. We're your news and information leader wherever you are.
My wreck brought my life to a dead stop.
People call us after being injured in a car crash because they've heard we can help.
Things were rough, but now I'm back on track.
All the injured person has to do is call us, 242-9000.
Welcome back to Pasa, Nashville. My name is Christina Allen, and we're talking to the Global Education Center. Ellen Gilbert, who's the director, and I'm introducing Andrea Solis, who's a teacher and a performing artist at the Global Center. Thank you for joining us in the second segment. Andrea, we talked earlier about the beauty of what the Global Center has done for Middle Tennessee, for culture, for children, and then now grandchildren of those have started. You are a dancer of all sorts. Tell me how you got into it and why.
Well, I grew up in Mexico, and my grandma would always tell me stories about her mom and her grandma dancing. So she kind of started there, and I saw a couple pictures of ballet dancers actually, and I decided I wanted to be a professional ballerina. So I started taking classes and taking flamenco and folklore, because in Mexico that's also really big. So I learned that there. I proceeded to be wanting to be a ballet, like just strictly ballet. But up until recently, a couple of years ago, one of my best friends, Michael, he helped me get back into flamenco and figure my identity.
But being of Mexican descent and such a rooted beauty there, and here you are in Nashville, Tennessee, where the beauty is starting to just be amplified. That's the word I'm looking for. And now you're probably a star because we don't have we don't have many artistic educated in your field ballet now dancing and teaching. I mean that has to be a rare little diamond there.
She is.
Thanks. So who do you teach and how do you teach?
I teach mainly my babies. I teach ballet and folkloric and flamenco.
At both centers, at the Charlotte and the Nolensville, or both?
I've done some summer camps at Global, but mainly at Casa Safran. I teach there. I teach families and sisters.
And they just love it?
They do. They, I hope so.
Yes.
I mean, they have so much fun dancing it, and they do want to learn. I teach her granddaughter, so
do you find a lot more Hispanic or overall people coming to learn?
Overall, pretty much all.
Like I can come and bring my friends and take a class.
Yeah.
In the children's program, it's probably 99% Hispanic.
Right.
So we were talking earlier how we have all these global community, and you do lose a bit of your culture and the accessibility to go see, at the plaza, the folklore, the mariachis, whatever. You just miss that easy opportunity to teach your children. Do you find that is one of the reasons you're doing so well in people coming and wanting to have a part of their heritage to give to their children that are here now?
I think it's important to them to connect to their heritage, and to do it, we approach it, our board is so diverse in our advisory board that we actually listen to the different communities as to how they want their own art presented.
Wow.
And that makes a big difference because they feel at home. They feel very comfortable, and they feel very much at home, and I think it's important that you let them guide the way their art is created and shown here and presented.
And the heritage. In the Indian culture, because I'm from northern New Mexico, Taos, they have this dog called a storyteller, and it's one big Indian lady and a bunch of kids, and that's what they have to do to give the history and the stories. In a way, you're a storyteller. You're helping everyone give their culture and bring it down to their children. Tell me how it is. Is there conflict within some of these communities, or is there misconceptions? Is there, even though you are bringing it together with art? So
yes, I think there are a lot of stereotypes among different groups of people, different economic levels, and so we found we work in about 150 schools a year and with lots of colleges and universities, and we're actually a national model for teacher training and multicultural arts integration. And so we have found there's a lot of misinformation and stereotyping between the African American and the Latino community, particularly the Mexican, and so we 2 years ago decided to start focusing more on Afro-Latin roots.
Wow.
Because if they just realized how similar their cultures are and their experiences in America, and learn to work together and respect each other, it would just be more peaceful in the schools and our community.
And is that hard to measure, or do you see it happening easy? easier?
You can measure it subjectively, but it is very hard sometimes to quantify what we do, because our role when I started years ago, 30-some years ago, was anti-racism and anti-bias, and that's very hard to actually physically measure, but subjectively I can see it makes a really big difference.
Well, you have a variable, which is culture and dance, to bring it together, and I think people let go of the stereotype just to be able to perform. I think that happens I think the arts always takes the lead on doing that.
It does.
And I see that more, the bigger shows, whether it's TPAC, the Tennessee Performing Arts, or the ballet, they're doing more diverse shows as well, and trying to market it, not as a high price point, but to bring it into the schools. You're able to do that. Now, in dancing, what do you enjoy most? Is it the little ones that you do? And when you say little, I'm assuming 5 and up?
Four and up.
Or is it the older ladies just enjoying that freedom to dance and feel the music?
Actually, it's a combination of both. It's more of what the audience ends up getting from what I did. So I've seen some older people come up to me like, I remember this, and it's just the joy of them remembering and inspiring the young ones to keep on something alive.
Well, I think also the music.
That helps a lot.
Well, the music everyone remembers, whether they watched it growing up, but now you have the music and the dance that they can touch and feel. I'm sure that brings a lot of good memories to these people and stuff like that. So, and that is exciting. As you continue to teach, where do you see the Global Education Center going in and evolving our demographic shift that's happening here in Middle Tennessee?
Well, I hope we still have a tiny staff. We just hired her part-time, but it's basically 2.5 people doing all of it, and we serve 60-some thousand people a year. So I would hope in the future we would be able to hire more staff, because I'm in my 60s, can't do it all anymore. But and I would like to get more entrenched in the Nashville schools. We're serving more rural schools. We serve 18 counties. I would love to see us back in Nashville schools. Our most popular assembly is called Rhythms of Life, where we bring artists from 8 different cultures. We just did a couple of them, and I would love to see more schools get that locally.
That is exciting. Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have both Andrea do a performance, as well as Alejandro, who was on earlier, perform, and show you what they do as artists, as performing artists at the Global Education Center. We'll be right back.
This is a Storm 5 HD weather update. Sign up for Weather Call at newschannel5.com.
Hi, meteorologist Charlie Neese from the Storm 5 HD Weather Center. Hope you're having a great Friday, and temperatures today warming up into the 50s, close to 60 with sunshine. Nice day ahead. All the active weather staying to the east of Middle Tennessee today. And here are your temperatures across the eastern part of the country. Many areas are beginning a warm-up that will last into the weekend. Here are your currents from Nashville International Airport at this hour. For today, look for a high of 56 degrees, 7-day forecast. You'll see 65 on Saturday. Weak front comes in late Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Cools us down a little bit for Sunday with a slight chance of showers in the morning. 66 on Monday, Tuesday 71, but yet another front just as we start to warm up knocks our temperatures down for Wednesday, Thursday. This has been a weather update from the Storm 5 HD Weather Center.
You've always been a hard worker and paid your Social Security. Now you can't work because of a mental condition, illness, or injury. But there's good news. You may qualify for disability benefits for conditions such as cancer, back injuries, depression, arthritis, heart disease, diabetes, and more. If you have questions about your disability claim, call Michael Ponce and Associates. The advice is free. 244-4321. We are accepting cases right now.
Are you a man over 40 and feeling tired, losing muscle, have less romantic drive? Then call now for the Ageless Male Free Testosterone Giveaway. For the first time ever, not just 100 or 1,000, but every man who calls in the next few minutes will receive a free 30-day supply of Ageless Male. Ageless Male has ingredients clinically shown to support free testosterone levels, and that supports muscle health, promotes romantic drive, and supports energy metabolism. Even though we've sold over 800,000 bottles of our original formula, you can try the all-new Ageless Male for free, just by shipping and handling. Support muscle, promote romantic drive, support energy. And it all starts with this amazing offer, the Ageless Male Free Testosterone Giveaway. Your free 30-day supply is waiting for you. Call now.
Call 1-800-932-8042. That's 1-800-932-8042. 800-932-8042. 800-932-8042.
News Channel 5 is the breaking news leader.
Deadly plane crash.
Shocking arrest.
News Channel 5 is the severe weather leader.
The tornado warning
Should get to your safe place.
When it comes to big stories,
Live team coverage of
stories that change your day,
huge water main break there.
stories that impact your life.
We did nothing wrong.
News Channel 5 is the leader.
The rain was so intense.
Who says? You do. Thank you for making News Channel 5 the #1 source for news.
Welcome back to Pasa, Nashville. We'll be talking to the Global Education Center, and over 100 artists from 40 different cultures and countries are going to perform. And right now we have Alejandro Rivera, who's our international dance team. And what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be performing a Latin American Dream.
Okay.
That interpretation.
Sounds great. Go ahead and get ready.
Thank you.
Anoche tuve un sueño de Latinoamérica. Fue algo tan bello, como si estuviera despierto. Pude ver a México, ya no había más muertos. Visité a Colombia y ya no había secuestros. Sonreí cuando vi a Cuba, respirando libertad. Bolivia y Nicaragua disfrutaban prosperidad, y en Puerto Rico no había más violencia. Todos celebraban, había una gran fiesta.
Latinoamérica, que usted ama tanto, y él no se ha olvidado de tu llanto. Latinoamérica, que usted quiere tanto, el momento que esperabas ha llegado.
Amazing. And I know you're going to have an annual Latin Festival June 1st at
Yes,
the
that's
Global
right.
Education Center on Charlotte. Next, we're going to have Andrea Solis, who's one of our flamenco dancers, and she's going to be dancing, and we're going to let you perform, and I'm so excited to see because your outfit is beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, kind of tell us about this before you begin.
Well, this is flamenco. It's called Vito, and it's more towards a gypsy dance.
Okay,
Flamenco.
and the dress is beautiful. And let me see if you don't mind turning around. It's just a beautiful scarf that is a pretty classic outfit there.
Yes.
And then you have your fans. So this is going to be beautiful. So you're going to be dancing
Flamenco.
flamenco, and the music will start in a second. And thank you very much. Let's see how this is going to turn out. very beautiful, very beautiful. Thank you very much, Andrea. And tell me, how did you learn? I mean, did you have a teacher?
Yes, I learned many years ago when I was little.
And you just was able to bring your ballet as everything into this?
Yeah, it's easier to have some ballet experience for this posture and all. But my main teacher was Michael Rodriguez. He was my best friend, and he was the one who opened up this world again for me.
That was beautiful. Now, Ellen, tell us a little bit about the annual Latin Festival that will be held June 1st.
It's the first weekend of June. This will be our 17th year of hosting it. We bring artists in from different parts of the world to teach master workshops. And we have local artists as well. We usually have performances. And then at night, we divide our studios up, and one will be a tango milonga for a social tango night. The other one will be more salsa and social dancing, and people can go back and forth, and we usually have some kind of food catered, some kind of Latin food.
And is it open to anyone?
Open to anyone.
So we have your website as globaleducationcenter.org,
right,
which you will be having all the dancing, the classes,
all the events,
for your children as well that want to come on. Yes, Alejandro. And will you be able to teach as well at the American Latin Festival?
Yes, that's correct. I'll be there.
And what are you going to be teaching more than anything? I know I could see what she'll be teaching. I mean, freestyle or just more or less the merengue?
More or less, it's going to be like salsa mixed with contemporary.
Wow, because your dance was very contemporary, and you could tell you had the passion of the song in it. And did you create that yourself?
Yes, that's correct.
And so, do you let your participants, your classmates, interpret the music themselves sometimes?
Yes, before we start with the choreography, we let them just feel the music and feel that vibe and energy, and then we just like to express it. So a little bit of what everybody has, that's what we like to
I could feel that when you were dancing. So thank you both as artists for sharing your talent to our beautiful city that we're becoming. And Ellen, I think you're the jewel just hidden because you've been around for so long and done so much. But I think the annual Latin Festival can be just a beautiful event for all Nashvillians in Middle Tennessee. So don't forget the globaleducationcenter.org and to enroll or find out about classes or the festival. And thank you for joining Get Pasa Nashville each week as we talk about the opportunities and challenges of Middle Tennessee, as well as the beauty and assets that diversity brings. Thank you very much. Y'all can just sit here. We can talk. They're going to play the music as you dance.
NewsChannel5.com is a great way to see what's happening in the world and hear what people are saying.
We don't see an environmental benefit. We don't see a social benefit. So why are we doing it?
But it's also a great way to join the conversation. Hi, I'm Leland Statham, and connecting with News Channel 5 is easy. Just go to NewsChannel5.com and click on Stay Connected. From there, you can join a conversation or share a story idea with me or any of us here at News Channel 5. Just click on Facebook or Twitter. This is also where you can sign up for breaking news alerts, severe weather warnings, news updates, and a variety of newsletters emailed right to your inbox. The link to My 5 is here too. This is where you can share photos or videos, tell us what's going on and exactly where it's happening. Your images may even make it on the air.
We're here from Smith Springs Road near Percy Priest Lake.
Connect with the news like never before at newschannel5.com. I'll meet you there.
Next Ellen Scandals, Kerry Washington.
You're on every single magazine.
Oh my gosh, they're all here.
Pantsuit Monthly.
David Morrissey, star of The Walking Dead.
Do you scare easily?
Oh my God. Comedian Lonnie Love, and these Ellen fans will be sitting pretty.
This is a nice chair. It comes with $10,000.
Ellen's got something for everyone.
Today at 3 on News Channel 5.
When the weather is at its worst, that's when you need information the most, obviously. You need all the radar information you can get distilled as quickly as you can from as many different angles as you can, and from that you come up with a really three-dimensional understanding of what's going on. Can't do that with just one radar.
Trust the power of 5 live radars and the Storm 5 weather team.
right, welcome everyone to this Thursday night's edition of Southern Woods and Waters. And hey, we're going to get off the water for a little bit. We're going to carry you to the woods with something that I tell you what is near and dear to my heart, and it should be near and dear to yours also. We have some soldiers on here, and we had the great, unique opportunity for our pro staffers, Craig Knowles and Zach Knowles, to get to go out to a Wounded Warrior or a HUYA project for 101st Airborne out to the Sleeping Bear Lodge in beautiful Greenbrier, Tennessee, the heart of where Gary Halsey and his sweet wife, they maintain a nice farm out there that has a lot of good quail hunting on it. And we had the Quail Unlimited was put this on along with TWRA, Quail Forever. I told you